Adam here with Brooksaw Antiques. Today we have this 1953 Smith Corona Silent vintage portable typewriter. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. Made in the USA, one of the top typewriters of all time. This is basically the same as the Silent Super without the tab set and clear on the keyboard. This has a manual tab set. I'll show you how to use that once I get to that section. Up top is the adjustable paper guide. This helps you guide the page in straight. I'm going to line that up with the edge of the platen, which is the main roller that feeds the paper. And this has a brand new platen installed. This is your left margin. I'm going to set that in the right one after I load the page. And this is the paper support arm that flips up from the back. This is the paper bail that sits on top. It's got 3 adjustable rollers, and we also have a paper finger on each side to hold the page down nice and tight. And that's why I want to set the margins after I load the page, so that way you could set it after you set these paper fingers so you don't bump into those. If you set the margin too close, it might interfere with those first few characters. And it will get stuck on that right one if it's too close. So I'm just setting it to have maximum clearance in between those 2 paper fingers. Once you hear the bell, you're near the end of the margin. Hit this line space, get you back to the beginning. It skips 1, 2, or 3. Right now we have it on single, but if you want double, you just flip that switch back 1 notch. It skips 2. 1 more, it skips 3. We're going to keep that on single for now and finish typing. As you can see, all the keys type nice and none of them skip or stick. I'll type a sentence in red on the next line and switch from black to red. There's a switch on the right side here. Flip that down to the red indicator. It prints the bottom portion of the ribbon, which is red when you have it in the middle. It doesn't print any ink at all. It just leaves a stencil for copying purposes. When you have it up top, it prints the top portion of the ribbon, which is black. We're going to move that down for red. Beautiful. Nothing like typing it on a silent with a brand new platen. And obviously it's not silent, but it's much quieter than your typical typewriter. Perfect print. Pica typeface prints 10 characters per inch. Smith Corona really took their time to get this machine right versus the Skywriter, which I retired from working on Skywriters. They just, no matter how much time you put into those things, they still have problems. So I want more Silents and Silent Supers and less Skywriters. I don't even think I'll touch another Skywriter for a long time. To pull the page out easy, there's a switch on the right side. Flip that forward and it unlocks the rollers underneath the platen, allowing you to pull the page out easy or load thicker paper like carbon copy or cardstock. Make sure you flip that back before you load the next page, or else it won't load correctly. Going to flip this down for now and put the color back on black. Got a shift on each side and a shift lock on the left. To clear that, just hit the shift button again. Backspace on the left side. Very good. Tab on the right. So this has the tab inserts, the classic ones. So you just pull these off and put them wherever you want on this rack. It has a scale to tell you exactly what space they're on. You just want to make sure that they're facing the correct way. The open side needs to be facing outward, or else the right margin will get stuck on those. And it just stops at each one of those tabs like that. And if you have a Silent Super, it would just have a set and clear right here, and you can set as many as you want. This one has 6 stops on it. MR stands for margin release. When you get to the end of the margin, there's a mechanism that blocks you from printing. Hit that MR button. It does allow you to type past that all the way to the end. Open the hood. All the brand new ribbons loaded on the left, so it's pulling clockwise to the right. If you want to switch that direction manually, you flip the switch up above the backspace to the up position. It'll pull counterclockwise to the left. Flip it down. It'll pull clockwise to the right, and it's got an automatic reverse. When you get to the end of the ribbon, there's a little metal piece. It's called the eyelet. It will catch on this on either side and pull to that direction automatically. This is your touch control. Right now it's all the way to the right on low. The more to the left you go, the higher the tension there is when you hit the keys. You do have to hit the keys harder for them to print, but they respond faster. The lower you go, the less tension. So you just want to play with that to gauge what your preferences as far as touch control goes. And this one has the very nice metal carriage release levers. The newer ones have the hard plastic ones that break off all the time. So if you have a newer model, check my shop. I have 3D printed replicas, but I would rather use these nice metal ones that won't break off. This is your carriage lock. If you flip it up, it releases the carriage and locks it in the middle, so when you have it in the case, it doesn't bang around causing internal damage. And to unlock it, you just push the carriage to the right like that. This is your left carriage release. Super smooth. This is an excellent condition machine all the way around. pull out the lever on the end of the left knob. It disables the spacing so you can get to an exact spot on the page. You push it in, you get the clicks. Each one of those clicks is one space. Same concept with this lever on the inside here. Flip that down, it disables the spacing. Flip it up, you get the clicks. And on the inside of the platen there, on the left side, is the page gauge. And you want to feed it right below the 11 there. And as you're feeding the page through, it'll start to warn you when you get to the bottom of the end of the page. It's 2 inches left, 1.5, 1 inch, and that's the end of the page. And that's it. Now available on eBay or Etsy. Search Brooksaw Antiques.